Hello creators, welcome to another tutorial session by Simplified Arenas. In today's class we are going to be learning how to use the Reto brush in After Effects. So this is our footage I'm just going to drag and drop in our timeline. The first thing you should note is that I am dragging and dropping our footage in our timeline to create a composition. I am not creating a composition before dropping our footage into it. The second thing we are going to do is we will come to our toolbar here. We will select the Reto brush. Then we double click on our composition on the composition monitor. Since rotoscoping is a very long and hardware demanding process, what we are going to do is we are going to trim our layer. I will trim my video at the 30-second mark, Ctrl plus Shift plus D to trim there up to the 6-second mark, Ctrl plus Shift plus D there. So I need my rotoscope effect only between this 2 and 6-second mark. The reason why I'm doing this is because we cannot rotoscope the entire video when we don't actually need it, and rotoscoping is actually burning our hardware. I will select our layer, I will double click on it on the compositor. I will select our retro brush tool, and then I'll just zoom in our layer. I can hold Control click. I roll my mouse up and down. Up to increase the brush size, I roll it down, and Control plus click and I roll my mouse down to reduce the brush size. Another place where we can edit the brush size is the brushes panel here on the miscellaneous panel. If you don't have brushes there, I can just choose my own brush size from there. If you don't have brushes there, what you can do is you go to Windows and you tick beside the brushes so that the brushes will appear on our miscellaneous panel. So I will hold Control and click. I will increase the size of our brush stroke by rolling my mouse up. Then I'll just draw over our subject like this. And then I'll zoom in. As for the head, I will hold Control click. Then I will reduce the size of my brush. And then I'll add this portion. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm going to add these portions too. So I think that looks good. We are going to go to the Reto brush again. We will click on that drop down and then we select the Refine Edge tool. We use this Refine Edge tool when we are doing rotoscoping for things like the hair that is not of a definite shape, maybe like the body and so on. So we select our Refine Edge tool and we are just going to draw it around his hair like this, so that After Effects will know that we are dealing with hair, and then it will use an AI to rotoscope it well. So after using our Refine Edge tool, the black areas will not be involved in the rotoscope, and the white areas will be part of the rotoscope. I can do this for the hair under his chin, like this, and like this. After doing that, we are just going to hit the space bar for play. So as our character is moving, we can see that some parts are coming to light here that also needs to be rotoscoped. So I'm going to go back to my retro brush. I'll select the retro brush tool. I'll zoom in. And then to minus these areas, I'll just hold Alt. And when our retro brush turns into a minus, I just click on that area there, so that it subtracts that area from the rotoscope. Then I'll hit play again. I will drag my playhead on our compositor behind a bit. I think to around this point here. And then I'll select my Refine Edge tool again. I'll zoom in. And then I'll just add my Refine Edge to his beard like this at this point here. And then I'll hit play again. Now you can see that we have finished our rotoscoping and it went successfully. After we finish our rotoscoping, I'm just going to minimize this effect controls panel a bit so that we can see this compositor better. It is good practice to freeze our rotoscoping effect. On the bottom right of our compositor, we have this freeze option here. We click on it to freeze. Just wait patiently for the freezing to occur. So after freezing, we can always unfreeze to update our retro brush, but it's good practice to freeze. So after that, we go back to our composition video. Now this our clip has a transparent background. If we just click on toggle transparency grid here, you will see that our clip has a transparent background. It is good practice to duplicate the video we want to rotoscope so that we will always have the original footage layer. But what we can do in this case, since we do not duplicate, we select our video, we hit Ctrl D, and then we select our duplicated footage layer. You go to effect controls. If you don't have effect controls, you go to Windows and you see there, and then you select the retro brush and you delete it. So that now we have taken the rotoscoping effect out of that. So now let's see. So I think this looks good. This looks good. And then at this point I want to add a text. Let's call this text simplified. Then I'll just trim our text, Alt plus left square bracket, Alt plus right square bracket at this point here. And now let's see our footage. Our text is behind our character. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and see you in the next tutorial. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel for more videos, and see you in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.